The magic of convection. What's behind convection cooking? Have you ever baked cookies, only to find that some are perfectly golden brown while others remain pale? Or perhaps your roast chicken is crispy on top but still raw inside? This is a common challenge in the kitchen, but don't worry, the solution might be simpler than you think. Convection cooking. Many people have heard of it but don't fully understand what it does or whether they really need an expensive convection oven. Is it just a marketing gimmick or a real game changer? Let's dive in together and uncover the secret. What is convection anyway? Imagine standing in front of a roaring campfire. The air above the flames rises while cooler air moves in from the sides. The same thing happens in your oven. This phenomenon is called convection, the natural circulation of warm and cool air, which helps distribute heat more evenly. Convection doesn't just occur in cooking, but is found everywhere in nature. Hot air balloons use this principle to rise into the air. The heated air inside the balloon is lighter than the surrounding air, causing it to lift. Ocean currents are driven by convection, keeping the seas in motion. Warm currents rise, while cool currents sink, influencing global climate patterns. The birth of stars is also affected by this physical phenomenon. Hot gas masses rise, cool, and contract again, forming massive galactic structures. Weather phenomena like hurricanes develop due to massive convection currents in the atmosphere. Warm air rises, cools, and sinks, driving these powerful storms. Thermals for gliders. Birds and glider pilots use rising warm air currents to soar effortlessly without an engine. Volcanic activity. In the Earth's mantle, large-scale convection occurs. Hot rock layers rise, cool, and sink again. This cycle drives the movement of tectonic plates. Boiling water in a pot. As water heats up, warm bubbles rise, cool down, and sink again, just like in your oven. And yes, your oven utilizes this principle, whether you realize it or not. Fun fact: did you know that some birds, like albatrosses and eagles, use thermals to glide for hours without flapping their wings? This conserves energy and allows them to travel long distances, a perfect example of the power of convection in nature. What makes a convection oven different? In a regular oven, hot air slowly rises while cool air moves sluggishly. This creates hot and cold spots, which can lead to uneven cooking. Some areas burn quickly, while others remain undercooked. Super frustrating. A convection oven, on the other hand, has a built-in fan that actively circulates hot air throughout the oven. This results in more even heat distribution, meaning your food cooks uniformly on all sides. Faster cooking times, as more hot air is in motion, transferring heat more efficiently. A crispier crust, as moving air removes moisture from the food's surface more quickly. Is convection the same as the fan setting? Many ovens have a so-called fan setting, but is it really the same as convection? The answer is yes and no. In many modern ovens, the terms are used interchangeably, as the fan setting also circulates hot air evenly throughout the cooking chamber. However, there are subtle differences. While fan cooking often includes a heating element surrounding the fan that further warms the air, convection in some models simply refers to forced air circulation of preheated air. In practice, the effects are very similar. Both systems ensure a more even heat distribution and reduce cooking times compared to traditional top and bottom heat. What if you don't have a convection oven? If you don't own a convection oven, don't worry. There are several ways to achieve similar results using standard kitchen equipment. Use an air fryer. It functions like a turbocharged mini convection oven, circulating hot air rapidly for crispy, evenly cooked results. Another recipe: convection oven, herb roasted chicken. Ingredients: 1 whole chicken, about 1.5 kilos egg, 2 deep olive oil, 1 tsp salt, 1 fetty black pepper, 1 tsp paprika, 1 tsp dried thyme, 2 garlic cloves, minced, 1 lemon, sliced. Instructions: preheat the oven to 180 degrees, convection setting. Rub the chicken inside and out with olive oil. Mix all the spices together and evenly season the chicken. Place the lemon slices and garlic inside the chicken cavity. Place the chicken on a baking tray with a rack, allowing the hot air to circulate around it. Roast for about 1 hour and 15 minutes until the skin is crispy and golden brown and the internal temperature reaches 75 degrees Celsius. Let the chicken rest for 10 minutes before carving and enjoying. Conclusion: is convection a game changer? Absolutely. If you want to cook faster, crispier, and more evenly, the convection setting is a game changer. If your oven has this function, you should definitely give it a try. If you don't have a convection oven yet, you can achieve similar results using the tips mentioned above, or invest in an air fryer for a turbocharged version of convection cooking. Let me know in the comments. Have you tried convection cooking yet? Or do you prefer traditional baking? Drop your thoughts below.